We deal with it on a daily basis. This is not just an Arroe thing. This isn't just your neighbor thing. This isn't your school teacher thing. We all deal with the battles that come with creativity. Ups, downs, emptiness. We have too much sometimes, but creativity is an addiction, and building up that relationship with it is trying to get an understanding between the two separate personalities. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally uncut because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. So many mindsets and moods are moving through me. Could be the storm that's on the way. They're saying it's going to snow in the Carolinas for the very first time in 4 years. And even though I'm from Montana, I have issues with snowstorms. I have issues. The strangest vision flowed through my thoughts before waking up this morning. It was the image of a bed, and I want you to picture this. The image of a bed. It was a made bed with spirits retreating into the mattress. I didn't say it was a flat bed. You could see the shapes of human bodies, spirits inside the bed. And before I woke up, those shapes were retreating. They were fading back into the mattress. Their arms, their faces, all fading back to nothingness. I woke up. I laid in bed wondering, well, what if, while you're sleeping at night, the arms of the good and bad spirits are wrapped around you? I found the scene to be quite haunting in all reality. Now, I do believe in spirit guides and keepers in the daylight. They walk beside us throughout the entire moment. But who lays with us at night? Could this be why so many complain about being woken up several times throughout the hours? Meditation is my instant go-to when challenged. Nidra, though, is the maker of vibrant, almost too real experiences where you can't tell if you're awake or if you're mentally traveling. And it's taken me a long time to learn how to understand that there is strength in Yoga Nidra. Nidra is not what you do in class. Nidra is a form of meditation, and I do invite you to read more about it and to study what it's doing to your subconscious as well as your conscious mind. But it has taken me a long time to leave breadcrumbs or Easter eggs behind that say, look, you're in a moment of meditation. This is not real. It's a challenge. But the question is, can you handle the new you after you've taken the steps into Nidra? Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. It's stuff like this that I write about. I've got to leave those breadcrumbs behind because that's how you learn about yourself, your creativity. Creativity doesn't just happen. Creativity has to build up. It leaves little things for you. And then when you build that foundation, what you've got to have is the courage to say, I'm on display. And even though you might be hiding inside the four walls of your house, you're still on display. Because look at you in the bathroom mirror. This is The Daily Mess. Julia Cameron. I have shared so many stories and effects that she's had on my life inside the daily writing. Julia Cameron. She has released a brand new book. It's called Seeking Wisdom. I have studied every one of her lessons over the past 28 years. Every single book. Activating the Artist Way cleared the mental closets. Each book release has been planted deep inside my soul. I grow because of Julia Cameron. Her new book opens with her challenges with addiction, how she depended on prayer to lift her from the challenging darknesses. It's a 6-week journey, and it's moments like this that I find truth in documenting the path. I know there's going to be changes. There's always going to be changes when Julia Cameron is involved. Now, some might see that as a negative, and the reason why is because my personal life really has nothing to do with your personal life because we all change, and it's how we fit within each other's shadows that we call each other friend or foe. And when you read Julia Cameron and you activate Julia Cameron, what happens is that your flow is going to change, and a lot of people go, well, you're just not the person that you used to be. So by writing about it, and I do invite you to write about your personal changes, what happens is that you learn to identify the newer layers of growth and what you will lay aside. Your life is a tool that requires tools to be shaped. Getting to that place that you dream of or want to experience isn't just going to happen. I'm amazingly grateful for Julia Cameron's story and desire to help. I invite you to take the artist way and learn how to incorporate it into your personal life. I mean, it doesn't mean that you have to be the artist on a canvas or a chef in a beautiful kitchen. In all things on this planet, creativity controls every single breath of air that we pull into our body and then relinquish it back out. So the artist way gives you an opportunity to see who you are, to invite who the inner child is on the inside, to step out here going, whoa, hang on a second here. I got to go back inside because there's no coronavirus inside that mind, body, and soul. But who's poisoning that mind, body, and soul? That's why you've got to learn to drop the breadcrumbs. That's why you write. I'm not asking you to write books. Thoughts, things that are moving through you. And really, when you go back and read it, don't go back in there as me. Go back in there as a student of you, to learn about you, to grow with you, to take those steps. And I know this, it's like too much work, right? It's too much work when you think about it. But while you're doing it, it's releasing a lot of dust that doesn't deserve to be there. I'm Arroe, and that's the Daily Mess.